everyone, FIFA Career Gems here. Thank you so much for tuning in to episode 1 and episode 2 of the Wolves Scout a Future Star career mode. And let's get on with episode 3. So as the title suggests, it's a Scout a Future Star career mode, and the Scout has returned with the Superstar. So let's have a look at him. So his name's Thomas Valet, he's 16 years of age, meaning he can be promoted to the senior team straight away. Central midfielder, which is one of my favourite positions to train. He's French, and there's plenty of decent starting attributes to train up there. So quite excited by the youngster. On to the first league game of the season against Middlesbrough, who have obviously last season were relegated from the Premier League, so it should be quite a tough game. So I'm going to go with my strongest team. Ruddy in goal, 2 centre-backs of Bolly and Cody. Douglas and Doherty, the full-backs. The midfield triangle of Neves, Ndai and Barella. And out on the wings, we have Cavaliero, Diego Jota, and up front, the superstar who has really done well since signing, Lautaro Martinez. What a result in the first game, 5-0. And just have a look at Lautaro Martinez's performance, 10 out of 10. Can't really get much better than that on his league debut. So let's have a look at the highlights. 7th minute in, Martinez's first goal in the league campaign. It's a quality finish, right-footed volley into the bottom corner. Great start to his league campaign. Great hit. And his second goal wasn't much further away in the 11th minute. Great ball through from Barella. Through on goal. And a nice tidy finish into the bottom corner. 2-0.
Well, he's doubled up here with his second goal. And he took it in excellent style, just like the first one.
Very nearly wrapped up his hat-trick in the first half with his great curling effort that just smashed against the post. Beautiful technique.
But he's cleared it.
So unlucky not to get his first half hat-trick. Barella, who's really impressing me, running things in the midfield in the number 10 position. Great curler, just missed the far post. Great shot from that angle. Nice low curling effort, just missed out with that one. So into the second half, another great bit of skill from Barella, cross from Cavaliero, and a beautiful headed finish from Martinez to wrap up his hat-trick and to make it 3-0. So that was Martinez's shift done. So we replaced him with Bonatini in the second half. This is a great effort, probably harder to score than it was to miss. But I probably hit that a little bit too hard and it went sailing over the bar. So watch this for some calamitous defending. Should have just whacked it into Rosed. Started to pass it around. Lost the ball straight to Bonatini. Middlesbrough defence in disarray. Gift of a goal from the Borough defence. And wrapped it up right at the end. Nice ball across from Diego Jota and a simple tap in to make it a 5-0 thumping in the first league game of the season.
It's been as one-sided as it's turned out, Martin, but yet another goal and a good one too here in stoppage time.
So like I mentioned in episode number 2, once the Scout a Future Star arrived, I was going to be making him the subject of all my training sessions, so let's get on with that. So I'm going to put him, first of all we'll go with dribble possession. These are all going to be goal drills. All 5 slots for the same player, which is obviously Thomas Valet, my Scout Future Star. The next one will be through the gates. We've also put defending endurance in there to help him with his defending attributes. Attacking scenarios. And we'll go for another passing drill. Yeah, we'll go for the crossing one. The advanced crossing, and then later I will add another preset to involve a shooting drill as well. So I'll add that preset to the already saved presets. We'll call it SAFS for Scout a Future Star. And that's saved to use as and when required. It won't be long before he starts growing quite rapidly, because his start rating is obviously quite low and his attributes are quite low, so they should shoot up pretty fast. So I've got about £11 million left after the money from the pre-season tournament. So I've signed a striker, I've signed a midfielder, I'm going to bring in a defender. And Kieran Tierney, left back, is a player I've used once in FIFA 18, but I've not used him excessively, so I thought I'd try and get him. Went in with an offer of £7.5 million to start with, which I thought was a pretty fair offer. But Celtic wanted 12.5, which I think is maybe a little bit high. So I'm not going to go straight and accept that, because that would take up all my budget. And I'll propose, we'll go for 10.5. So that's still 2 million more than I was going to pay, and 2 million less than they wanted. So yeah, we'll agree on 11 million. That's pretty fair. More than I wanted to pay, but less than they wanted. So it's a good compromise. So on to the wage negotiations with Kieran Tierney and his agent. And everything's agreed apart from the wages. So let's offer him a decent wage. He's going to be one of my star players. So we'll offer him 40k, which is a massive wage in the Championship. But Ruben Neves is on about the same. See what they say to 40 grand. They should be well chuffed with that. Actually, they want 30.5 and a few down payments for appearances and whatnot. So yeah, that's a pretty good deal. We'll accept that. And that's Kieran Tierney, the third signing of the summer. And I think that'll probably be the last signing also. On to the next game now, which is the Carabao Cup game against Derby. With it being a Carabao Cup game, I will be using a lot of the backup brigade, the second team. And I think we'll also give a run out to the Scout Future Star. Let's see what he's like. I do like the Derby's away and alternate strips. Very colourful. So yeah, there's a backup brigader in. And we will put Jallet in place of Ndai. There we go. Let's see how he operates in his first ever game. It was a tough match. Went to extra time, but we managed to nick it at the end. So a 1-2 victory. Derby actually scored first with a very good goal. Poor defending from me. Tried to pass it out. Terrible ball out. And a great finish from Vidra. And that was in the 80th minute, so I was presuming the worst at this stage, hoping I was going to hopefully get an equaliser. Panic stations at the ready. In the 84th minute, we did manage to get an equaliser through Seiss. Nice pass and movement here. And a great left foot strike from the edge of the area to set up extra time. Great strike from outside the area. That one, pick that one out. And into extra time. Bright Nkabare, who's got plenty of pace. Great curled effort. Clipped the post, but he was first to react on the follow-up. And the left foot smash into the empty net to give us a victory deep in extra time to take us into the next round of the Carabao Cup. So there ends episode number 3. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. In the next episode, we will be carrying on with our league campaign. So thank you so much for watching the video. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. FCG out.